unboxing and review of Vinguys Smart Bird Feeder with camera. Birds play an important role in the garden, particularly when it comes to organic pest control. This is why I always try to incorporate native plants into all of my gardening plans. This is going to encourage birds to visit my garden and hopefully stay a little bit longer. Now, if I only had a way to properly identify the birds that visited my garden, I would be better prepared to select the right plants for them for their natural habitat. This is where Vinguys Smart Bird Feeder with camera comes into action. It has many features that will help me identify the birds that visit my garden, even those sneaky little ones that I might not catch just by looking out my window. Vinguys contacted me and asked me if I'd be interested in trying out their product. They sent me this one. They're not paying me for this review, and I'm allowed to say whatever I want. That way, you'll know this is my personal experience and feelings on this particular product. Let's check out its features. First of all, it was boxed within another box, so that way it was a blank slate, not identifying what was inside the final box. And opening this, I see it's well packaged with lots of padding so that way nothing gets damaged in transit. The exterior of the box itself really gets me intrigued, particularly this panel. It claims that its AI bird recognition can recognize over 110,000 different types of birds. That's a lot of birds. Even the elusive painted bunting. Included is a 2.5K HD camera. It has color night vision. It has the bird identification app. It has real-time notifications with that app. It's waterproof and solar charged. Let's take a look. Inside we have our in-depth manual. We have a perch for our birds. We have the bird feeder unit with the movable camera, the solar panel, the antenna, a roof, a jelly tray, 2 fruit forks, a mounting bracket, a mounting strap, and thumb screws and a mounting hardware. Also, this is pretty cool because it is a pivotable bracket for the solar panel, so that way you can adjust it to get the sun just perfect. Assembling this bird feeder is a snap, and I mean that literally. It has little brackets and snaps, so that way you can just line it up. This design is going to make it really easy to clean it later. On the back of the unit, we have a threaded screw that's electronic for our antenna. We also have a mini USB that has a sleeve for water protection to connect it to its solar panel. Once you have the antenna screwed on properly, it rotates both sideways and front to back. The back of the solar panel has a threaded slot for your mounting bracket. If you find it cumbersome, like I do, to try to attach the mounting bracket, simply tighten the collar like that first, so that way this isn't wobbling all around. And then once it's screwed on, you can loosen that collar to adjust it when you mount it. But we'll get to that later. I find it nice that it has different mounting options, so that way if you want to attach it to a tree, but you don't want to screw into your tree, you do have the strap to affix it to the tree without damaging the tree. In the direction book, it also gives you instructions on how to access the power of the camera, the mini SD card slot, and how to register and sign up with the app. All right, so inside, the camera can be pivoted so you can access the top where it has the USB power and the mini SD card slot. So you can pull this silicone cover off and you can see everything is right there. Once you have everything set, you can reseal the waterproof silicone top. And then it has this little mini inset that you can open to attach the USB. As was mentioned in assembly, it has many different options for providing foodstuffs for the different types of birds that may be visiting your garden. It has the areas to place fruit or vegetables. It has the area to place a jelly or a liquid. And this whole section is easily accessible by the flip lid to fill with seeds. All you simply do is remove this plug here, and the seeds will fall into this section of the tray. Now it's time to hook this up electronically, figure out where we're going to mount it, and probably more importantly, access the app. They do recommend that you fully charge the camera before operation. You can either charge it via its solar panel that is included, or by a Type-C charging cable, which is not included. All right, so downloading the third-party app Tris Home was actually really easy. I did read their terms of service, and they were very descriptive of what they're recording and what they're not recording, and what options you have into turning things off, like email notifications or even the audio recording. I have had this app on my phone now for 4 days and have received no email from either Tris Home itself or any outside sources. So I don't have any concerns now of potential spam issues. The one thing I did have a problem with, and I'm totally going to own this up to my own excitement of using this device, is I didn't read the instructions from start to finish thoroughly enough to really know what my next step was. And what that should be, and I'm warning this to you so you don't fall for what happened to me, is you want to charge your device thoroughly. Now, you can either use the solar panel that is equipped with, or if you happen to have a cable that's not included, which we did, then you can charge it in your house. So after I figured out that was what my biggest problem was, I went ahead and charged it overnight. It can take up to 5 hours to fully charge, depending on what method you're using and what charge is remaining on the device. So the next day, I tried again to sync my device with my network, and it took a little fumbling, and I actually had to use the reset button, and I found that if you have any problems with connecting, go ahead and follow the instructions for resetting your device. It has voice prompts, so it makes it super easy to know if it worked or not, and once I did that, no problem, it synced right away. Then I got to installation. All right, so you can see we are fully installed, the bird feeder and the solar panel. The kit comes with different size screws. I chose 2 of the longest screws to mount my mounting plank to this board right here. It was actually really easy to do. And one of the most exciting things that I didn't really realize until we were mounting this was how you mount the bird feeder itself to that mounting bracket. I'll show you a detail of that in just a moment. So then I used 2, not 3, of the smaller screws to mount my solar panel to this board back here. Because I have plenty of excess cord, I could go all over the place with the solar panel if I wanted to, but that wasn't necessary. The reason why I only did 2 rather than 3 is that this board was really hard to screw into. Now, I could have pre-drilled, but I was being lazy, and it's actually quite sturdy on there, and it's so lightweight that I'm not concerned about it getting knocked down. Remember that locking bracket that I had here? That, once I loosened it and rearranged my solar panel, it's locked in place perfectly and I have no worries about it. I put it at a slight angle, not only so it would get a good amount of sunlight, but also if any rain or condensation got on it, it would just simply slide off. My first visitor to my bird feeder, of course, was not a bird, but a squirrel. So I have a super special tip for you if you're trying to deter squirrels from going to your bird feeder. Remember, what are squirrels? Well, they aren't birds, they're mammals. And mammals have a problem with capsaicin. That's the spicy ingredient of peppers and chilies. So I sprinkled some red pepper flake in my seed mix, and I sprinkled cayenne pepper all over the bird feeder and the walking path to my bird feeder. This is going to deter the squirrels, not stop them, but slow them down a little bit because they won't be very excited about getting that extra capsaicin. Now, wouldn't that bother the birds? No. Birds have no problem with capsaicin. They don't even register it. So that way I could keep the squirrels out, but let the birds have some more time to enjoy the food before the squirrels ate it all. So this is the underside of the bird feeder and the mounting bracket. And This is something that I didn't know about this product that once it came to installation, I became instantly super excited about. The simplicity of the design and the forethought of how it could be utilized was just fantastic. It sits together with just 2 thumb screws, which makes it super easy to connect. We have the center thumb screw right here that is a fixed position, and then this entire arch of options. So regardless of how you position your bracket, you can pivot the bird feeder in any direction. I can imagine this would be super helpful, particularly if you're using the straps to attach it to a tree. That way you can rotate the location of your bird feeder to not interfere with branches or to connect with a branch to make it super easy for birds to access the tree and the bird feeder. So we decided to position our bird feeder so that it was parallel with the mounting bracket. So rather than sticking straight out, it goes right next to it. And that gave our camera view more greenery to look at rather than our house or the alley. And it also gave an added bonus because we have power lines and cable lines that run perpendicular to the bird feeder. This gave a great place for the birds to feel safe because they always perch on the power lines and have access to check out the bird feeder before they actually enter this space and to look around to make sure there's no predators like stray cats. So once there's a motion on your bird feeder or in the surrounding area that is in view of the camera's position, you will get a notification from Tris Home letting you know of a loitering alert. And this is really interesting to me. I think it's because it's a multi-platform device syncing unit, so it's not just for bird feeders. So this bird feeder can actually be used as a security camera as well. Overall, even with just a couple of days, I am super happy with my Vinguys smart bird feeder and camera. I really enjoy watching the animals interact with the unit. I've seen a couple of birds that actually take notice of the camera itself and like pose like they're doing little selfies. I know they're not, but it's just fun to think that way. So if you're looking for purchasing a smart bird feeder that will capture the interaction of the animals and your bird feeder, I highly recommend Vinguys.